Morning, everyone. Might be a little loud. Let me turn that down a couple notches. Doing good. Just kind of trying to wake up and lock in, I guess. Yeah, I kind of sometimes I just roll out of bed and generally I wake up pretty early because of my disability, but lately I've been waking up at my alarm, which is pretty good. But I basically roll out of bed, and make a TikTok, and then I hop on live stream. Hey, I appreciate you. Is it safe? Safe? Is that how you say it? I appreciate you. Or safe? Which one? First or second? Yeah, no, I mean, I have chronic pain issues and kind of the same, so I feel you. Sleep's important, and it kind of messes with everything. Saif. Would it be two E's? Saif? Like two EEF instead of EF? I don't know. Anyways, how is everyone doing? Where's everyone watching? We got any international viewers, or is everyone American here? Yeah, I remember you're from Australia. Yeah, I'm up early as shit here in America, so. Yeah, late night for you. I'm not even up by 9 o'clock half the time. I crash so early half the time. If you guys got any questions about wood burning, feel free to ask. We're basically just drawing with a 800 degree bit. So this thing's like 800, 900 degrees, and we're just drawing around the surface. If you guys are hanging out and you want to hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Hey, welcome in, Hello Kitty. Working on this little mountain monster. Do I believe in bad beliefs? Like bad morals? Absolutely. What do you mean? There's so many bad morals out there. But we can't get too opinionated here. Hello, hello, kitty. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. If you guys are hanging out and you guys aren't subbed, I'd definitely appreciate a sub. While I wake up here, kind of drink my coffee a little. I haven't shown this guy off in a while. I always love this guy. This is the Radzilla. He's pretty sick. I don't like the car. I could have done the car better. Shouldn't have pointed it out. Oh well. But he's sick. Coffee break. I appreciate that, guys. We do all kinds of stuff. I have an Etsy for anyone curious. So many people say they want to eat my work. It's kind of funny. This is an older piece, but like I have even smaller pieces. I have little $15 pieces up there. If you want to check out my Etsy, I have all kinds of price ranges. If you wanted to get one of these wood burnings, they're all one of a kind too. So I never redo any of the designs. So when you buy one, you get the only one that exists. A Red's Pyro original. Though I am actually, we're talking about doing some T-shirts and some clothing and merch and stuff here shortly, and so I might use some of the designs for that. It'd be kind of sick though. Like, let's say you bought the original of a piece, and then I made it into a T-shirt. You were the person with the only original copy of that T-shirt, if it ever becomes popular. That's kind of sick. This one will be up on the Etsy in probably a couple months or so. I do have an in-person show I signed up to do, so I probably want to do that in-person show before I have this one listed. This one will probably be anywhere from 200 to 300. Mine says 17 and 8, so I don't know. The numbers are all over the place, man. I never trust YouTube's metrics. If you guys haven't liked the video, I would appreciate a like. You guys can check out my Patreon too. Might start doing some free giveaways on my Patreon. Hey, welcome in. Want to dip it into your coffee? Yeah, no, I've had so many people tell me they want to eat my work. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of get it. They kind of look like cookies, and we're kind of burning them, so they're kind of food colored. Hey, I appreciate that. A lot of today is just going to be depth work. We're going to be kind of just adding layers in, adding depth between the tentacles, the mountain, the background, all that kind of stuff. I'm in the wall. It's dark. Let me out, please. Man, you got a very interesting palette there, buddy. Some good old lava. That's the asbestos. So I started this like Monday, probably like almost a week ago at this point. So this has been a week-long process so far, streaming almost every day for about an hour-ish, hour or two. So yeah, this is a lot of work. These guys don't take overnight, sadly. I mean, they could if I did an all-nighter. I could probably do it in a day. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Play-Doh shouldn't. It's really salty, man. I remember. There was definitely times I tried to eat it. Yeah, just turn it down a bit. I want to make sure it's not blasting your eardrums out. Not salty enough. Yeah, no, Play-Doh not being edible is really a tragedy. It's like crayons, man. Why don't they make crayons edible? Those things look so delicious. And no, I was not a crayon eating kid. It was a joke. Yeah, dude. Honestly, they should make that. Just like an edible version. But then that'll trip you out, and then you'll constantly think that the non-edible version is the edible version. If you guys got any wood burning questions, feel free to ask. I always like giving some time to give you tips and stuff like that for any people who want to start wood burning themselves. I like treating this as a teaching hour too. Does it have a smoky flavor? Yeah. It smells kind of like a campfire in my garage. I've been told one of my, like, I just naturally smell like a campfire half the time. So that's just, it's become part of me. So yeah, I will show you. So basically, what you're thinking of is a soldering iron. Soldering irons work. They do the same thing, but they're technically not as they're for soldering. They're not necessarily for wood burning. You can wood burn with it, but the perks of this is basically electricity is being sent through the wire, and there's like tons of different tips you can put on. I have like over 100 different tips, but I only use certain ones. And the variability is kind of what the importance is. You can just switch out the top and kind of totally change up your texture just by changing the tip. Like, for example, this was done with a different tip than this. You can see just the texture and color and all that kind of difference just from the difference in tip. Sorry, I could have said that a little better. I'm still not quite awake yet, but we're almost there. classic. Yeah, no, I started with a soldering iron. It totally works. I've made quite a few pieces that are pretty cool with the soldering iron. Just you can't make very much texture. You can just make lines. So texturing is kind of the big thing that you can do with stuff like this. Yes, yes, Kirk, that is me. I'm so ADHD. I hop around the piece so much. You see me go from one area to another. That's why. I just noticed something and I'm like squirrel. Yeah, they may not have had these kinds of wood burners that long ago, so it's definitely could have played into it. It's a newer tech. Basically, the more contrast we can add between all this, the more pop we're gonna get. So I'm just trying to make the mountains as dark as we can, while still kind of making it all make sense. Yeah, messy is not a bad idea, bad way to explain it. I'm okay with my art being called messy because my brain's a bit messy, man. What's this called? Like what I'm doing? This is pyrography or wood burning. Or basically branding the wood. I do all kinds of little spooky designs like this, so if this is your jam, definitely drop a sub. Constantly coming up with new designs. Everything's an original. Pretty proud of that. I never do any copying or reference work. I haven't watched JoJo. I'm a big anime fan. I'm not gonna lie. I've watched tons and borderline hundreds of different animes. Um, Little kid pictures. Yeah, very. If your little kid was tormented, if your little kid started drawing this, send him into therapy, man. No, but I couldn't get behind JoJo, man. It's just it's very extra, and I'm not sure I can get behind. I really do want to watch it at some point, but the the extra extraness is very extra. Seven Deadly Sins is pretty good. Not like a top tier anime, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. I like it. I think what's his nuts the Lion Sin of Pride Escanor is sick as hell. But no, not my favorite anime. I mean I might watch JoJo. It's just I don't know. I like good like not saying it's not good anime. I like classic anime. I don't know if I like crazy anime. I did like One Punch though. One Punch and Mob Psycho is good as hell, so maybe I would like JoJo. Not that those guys are really even that close, but they're both over the top animes. As soon as you mention Jujutsu Kaisen, everyone's gonna go crazy. It's good. I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie. It's a good series. I really enjoyed Chainsaw Man. I'm not gonna lie. Is JoJo that old? Shit, dude. I mean, it's probably the manga. I didn't think the anime is not that old. I'm not gonna say I'm any knowledgeable anime fanatic. I just have watched many animes. If I said Parasite was one of my favorites, would you guys believe me? I don't know. I love Chainsaw Man. I thought it was good as hell. Especially the animation style, sick as hell. If you guys are hanging out, feel free to drop a like, drop a sub. We'll be hanging out for a little longer, just kind of adding some color, texture to our wood burning here. I haven't watched Ninja Scrolls. I have heard a lot about it. Is that a recommendation for myself? You know what's another good ass anime? Steins Gate. Hey, welcome in, all support. You know, Steins Gate's good as hell. I loved it. Oh, dude, you gotta watch Parasite. Hey, thank you, Zelda. No, yeah, Parasite's my favorite anime. That's such a good anime. Which anime did I like when I was a fetus? Honestly, I was a big Pokemon fan. I also liked Dragon Ball Z. It might be the last day of the piece. We'll see. I may be on tomorrow if I want to add on some extra detail and I don't get far enough today. I don't have to work today, so it can be a little bit of a longer stream depending on my energy level. But I'm not gonna say too much yet. We'll see. Um, but we'll see. I may be on tomorrow. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z is awesome. I felt like I had to watch Dragon Ball first, so I actually watched like the entirety of Dragon Ball before I even watched Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, no, Dragon Ball Z is really good. I also liked Zelda and Flowey. We got the game crossover. I also really liked Naruto. I wasn't like a Naruto stan, but I do like Naruto. And I like Avatar. Yes, I know it's not a real anime, but I like Avatar. Did the chat freeze? If you guys are here, leave a comment. Oh, there we go. Avatar is good. It's just technically not an anime, just because it's American. Hey, no worries. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really liked Avatar, but I've been watching Legends of Korra. I've never actually watched it. I don't know if I like the hype, man. Like I really liked Avatar, but I'm not sure. And no, like I actually love the strong female actress. It has nothing to do with that. It's just I don't know if I like Korra. It's just a cartoon. So basically, anime basically means it's a Japanese cartoon. Um, and so if it's not a Japanese made cartoon, it's not an anime, and it's just a cartoon. Cartoon. Just cartoon with a French R. Did my music stop? No. Anyone got any fun weekend plans? It's Friday. We're almost to the weekend. Hell yeah, I got a birthday party to go to. It is weekend here. You'll be crocheting. You crochet? That's pretty sick. Crocheting is really cool. I've seen some really... Sorry, let me rephrase this. I go to in-person markets, and I've seen some really cool crocheters at in-person markets. Like they make some really cool plushies and little figures and stuff like that. So I think it's really sick. Like I've seen some ones that are just real good. And nice. Is that what it's called? I'm not very familiar, so I'm not sure what that word even is. Amigurumi? Amigurumi? There's a fish called a gourami. I'm a fish guy. I forgot to turn my tank off. It's being kind of loud today. I forgot about that. Amigurumi. Very interesting. Is it like culturally significant in Qatar? Or is it just very popular? Either way, that's cool. Just popular. Okay, interesting. I don't know the roots of crochet. I don't know where it comes from, so honestly, I'm very ignorant to that. Someone will have to educate me. Interesting. So we don't know its actual place of origin. Nah, dude, don't worry about. There is no gender or sex or anything to hobbies. Do what you want. Don't worry about what other people think. And if it's something you enjoy and people will come watch, like genuinely, if you enjoy it, people enjoy watching other people enjoy stuff. So just enjoy it. Don't worry about what other people care about your hobby. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Egg on Legs and Ishmael. Is that how you say it? I appreciate you guys. Exactly. Do whatever you want. Gender and sex are honestly constructs we've created. Well, to a point. Not getting into this debate right now. Moving on. I don't want to start a YouTube fight. How's everyone's day going? I hope everyone's Friday is nice and easy, and then your weekend comes quick. Cool opinion, bro. It don't matter, man. Perception is so momentary. Like what people perceive of you now is going to totally change in the future. People change. Honestly, people are so focused on their own world and their own problems and everything that people are perceiving about them that they honestly don't spend half that time perceiving you. You have to understand everyone's in their own head about their own things, thinking the same thing you are thinking about themselves. So just be free. Realize that everyone's in their heads in their own ass, man. Don't let you be one where yours is too. Sorry, that was a bit vulgar, but it gets the point across. Yeah, it's a very eggs on legs. It's a very true statement. I mean, one thing I learned coming to YouTube is that not everyone's gonna have the same opinion. Like I have gotten a lot of hate comments here on YouTube, just because that's kind of what people do here on YouTube is they hate. They feel like they can hide behind their profiles and just spread, you know, negativity. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people are just unhappy people, and they're kind of pushing it on you. It is not your fault that they feel these ways. They're just kind of taking it out on you, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything bad. There will always be hateful people, and it didn't take me. It took me starting this channel and start getting hate myself to kind of comprehend that it really isn't me. It's these people are having problems. These people are damaged. These people are having issues, and they're just not sure how to take it out on anyone but others, I guess. So it's people are always going to say negative stuff about you occasionally and stuff like that. You got to let it glance off you and keep going, man. Yeah, cultural significance there. But seriously, haters are always going to come out, especially if you start becoming popular. You're always going to find haters. You got to be able to have someone tell you you're a piece of shit to your face and be able to walk away from it totally not feeling like one yourself. We live on a weird planet, you know, with weird other people. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, man. It's a hard country. Hey, thank you, Canberry. I appreciate that. Thanks for the transition or the conversation change. You know, Australia's a pretty good place. It's definitely up there in the progressiveness scale. Honestly, Canada's leading right now. Shout out to any Canadians out there. Hey, welcome in, Dead Inside. This guy's starting to look sick. I like him. So I kind of just spitball it right onto the wood. I freehand all of them onto the wood. So I basically just sit there and stare at the piece of wood until I figure out a design, and then I just kind of freehand it on there. And I do a lot of erasing, stuff like that. So I do charcoal pencil. Charcoal pencil is usually the best way to go because it erases very easily and it's safer to burn over top of. But yeah, all freehands, all originals. What is my price estimate for this guy? Probably 200 to 300. Most of the guys coming out right now are probably gonna be in the 200 to 300 range for this size and effort. Like our smaller one we did is probably about half that because it was, you know, around half the size, if not a little bit bigger. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of the Subject 88. I kind of want them gone, so I'll probably list them for like $100, $90. But not this guy. This guy will be more towards 200 to 300 because he's taking a lot of work. If anyone wants to check out my Etsy, it is in the description. Yeah, no, I don't look at reference images. I don't really look at anything, so I kind of just base it off my own insanity. These monsters I create are a bit of a peek into my own brain, so see that what you will. Welcome in, Chrissy. Yeah, no, I've had a lot of people tell me that my brain scares them. Hey, well, I appreciate you finding me on Etsy. Animation's hard, man. Pat on the back to anyone who does some animation. That stuff is not easy, especially if you do it non-AI style. If you don't do it AI style, I mean, hell yeah. What is art fight? I keep hearing about that. Someone made a comment on my TikTok saying something about how if I was in art fight, they would just give up. What is art fight? Yeah, I mean, AI has a chance to actually help animators though. If I made a model in like Maya or something, I made a 3D model. I could use AI to kind of animate that model that I did create rather than using generative AI to take animations from other artists. Generative AI is what we want to do against. Two teams and you upload your characters. Everyone draws characters. Interesting. So it's fight. Well, it's like a competition. Okay, interesting. Is it like timed? Is it like an online game or is it like just a thing people do? You could even do it in 2D animation. I mean, like, yes, you're doing it the hard, more respectable way. I will actually pat you on the back for doing it the drawn way. Like, that's absolutely way more hard. But if we got to a point where if you just 2D draw something on like your tablet, AI could help you animate it by just manipulating its limbs and actually creating the fluidity without generating art from other artists. So I feel like there's potential to have it help you. As long as we don't go the generative AI. Generative AI is the death of artists. That's what we want to do against. Regular progressive AI? Hell yeah. For all of July, it's a website. So it's like a structured thing. Interesting. My dialect is Midwestern. It definitely isn't. Well, slightly, I guess. Not really. I was born on the East Coast. I grew up a lot in Utah, actually. Utah, America. And then I live in the West Coast now. So I've kind of been everywhere but the Midwest. Oh, you're a Utahn, huh? Yeah, no, I grew up in Utah. Beautiful place, interesting culture. Rainbow and stuff. No, you're good. I mean, sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're not. I mean, the only real like dialect I know I have is I say like mountain. I drop the T's, button, stuff like that. I have a little bit of a an accent, but I don't really know if I have much of an accent otherwise. I also have the tism, so I'm also just an odd fella in general. Nice. It's kind of light over here. Let's start darkening it up. I mean, I got all those too, man. I feel you. No, you're good, man. No stress. You're allowed to shoot a shot and not have it fit, or guess what someone in where someone's from and have it be wrong. No one's gonna hold you to it. Welcome in, Caboose. In that case, if we're all batteries, I'm like a car battery then, because I got all my disabilities in there too. I know of AJR, not really my kind of music, but no, I don't listen to them very much. No. I hope you have a good time at their concert though. Hey, thank you, Caboose. I do all kinds of spooky stuff, all in my style. So, yeah, feel free to drop a follow. Show you guys another one. Do little woodland creature. This one's called the forest grub. Thank you, Caboose. I appreciate that. We're here almost every day doing wood burning, kind of doing a new one every week. Cave Town's good. I like Cave Town. But yeah, no, we're always doing new stuff. Yeah, no, I really like my wholesome chat right now. I hope it stays around for a while and I don't have to worry about too much people coming in that are toxic. Yeah, Cave Town's pretty cool. I grew up on Cave Town. Yeah, the internet do be like that, man. Like I was saying earlier, I've gotten so much hate comments on YouTube. You just gotta let them roll off you. Yeah, no, that number's growing pretty fast too. We're almost at 10K on TikTok. I had someone comment recently that has like almost 1 million subs on YouTube. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean the chat does get bad occasionally. I mean, it's been a little bit since it's been like that, knock on wood. But yeah, we've had it nice and calm lately. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad that YouTube is starting to recommend my stuff more. It seems to like my lives a bit more. So I didn't used to get very many live viewers, but now we tend to have like 15, 20 people in here at all times. So that's kind of sick. I really like that. But yeah, we're coming along, guys. Small channel, but we got to start somewhere. And like I've told a lot of people, no matter where I go, and if I have to start another job, I will still have a foot in this door, and I'll still be making stuff. So this is still the beginning. we got many years of this channel hopefully ahead of me because I don't plan on stopping wood burning and I don't plan on stopping the process. We got a little friend here. He wants to come check out what we're doing. Go on my finger. It's a bug. Bug, 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 bug. I am in the garage, so. Yeah, he was checking out the art, man. Where am I from? I'm from America, but right now, I mean, I've been all over America. Born on the East Coast, but I live on the West. Is it too loud, or is it just you like the song? Or you don't like the song? Yeah, a little beetle. It was a little, I think it was a box elder bug. Yeah, no, the bug made it go crazy. Okay, good. As long as it's a good, like, you like the song. It's funny, this is a no copyright playlist, and yet it always gets copyright. But it doesn't get struck, so I usually leave it. I gotta find a better playlist that doesn't have any copyright on it. America is too huge, man. You could drive from coast to coast in America, and it would take you multiple days. Like when I drove from the East Coast to Utah, it took 5 days. We stopped many times and like slept the night, but it took 5 days to get from like all not even coast to coast, a coast to like 2 states away from the coast. Another Utah, yeah. We got Utahns here. That's very odd. Cause I was raised in Utah, dead inside's in Utah, you're in Utah. Not a very common place I see people from. I miss it sometimes, but I often don't. Also, certain parts of it I really don't miss. It kind of is 50 countries in a way. Yeah, interesting choice. It's probably cheaper than California. I hope you like it. I do. You guys are my fans. I'm still a small content creator. I will remember my day ones, you know? Well, I'm glad you're liking the vibe. I appreciate it. We're here live almost every day and around now. I generally come up with a new drawing every week too. So we have about a day or two more of this guy, and then I'm coming up with something new. Um, so yeah, it's like weekly new designs. This was last week's. We did a little test tube spider. Might do another one of this size or a coffin next week. We'll see. I need to start doing these coffins and getting them ready for my next show. I have an art show in about a month. Some coffins I want to work on. I'm going to put a chain in and kind of have them hanging from the wall like that. Design right here. The art show is just a local spooky market in Oregon. Do I do a lot of them? Not tons. I'm kind of with this group of spooky marketers that is in my area, and I kind of follow around that spooky market because it really brings people into my stuff, and like it's just generally my vibe. So I'd say a lot of markets, I guess, because I do at least I've done 6 markets, and that was just in the last year. Um, so yeah, I guess so. If you guys are ever in Oregon, or visiting or anything like that, you guys can definitely send a DM and I'll let you know if I have any markets or something coming up. I don't really want to like advertise specifically what city I'm in right now, just so I don't dox myself. But I'm sure someone could figure it out if they really tried. Do I like Oregon? Yes and no. Um, I really like the energy, the nature, the beauty. It's a very gorgeous state. The culture's iffy. I mean, it's not quite what I expected. Honestly, it's very closed off than I would have expected. Coming from Utah and actually growing up in Utah, Utah's a very open, welcoming place in a lot of areas. Not always. Um, but there's a lot of counterculture. There's a lot of punks. There's a lot of, spooky people in Utah, and it's just you don't find very many weird people here in Oregon unless you're in Portland. Like when people think of Oregon, they think of Portland, and that's not really how the whole state is. I do customs, customers or commissions, I guess is the correct word. Um, if it's a big piece, I usually do down payments, but I also like kind of staying in my own vibe, so I'm not just gonna do like a fan portrait of your favorite anime or something like that. I kind of want to be able to do like your business sign, but kind of creepy and spooky, or an idea that you have that you want burnt, stuff like that. I'm not just gonna do someone's like pet portrait. Yeah, no, Utah has a lot of counterculture people, like people really against the very religious nature of Utah. Um, and that was very cool. A lot of friends from Utah, quite honestly. So I'm kind of hopping around as I see stuff I want to work on. Yeah, Portland's not really a good. Like, Portland was cool at one point, but Portland's lost. We need some. We need some help up there. It's a very different culture than the rest of the state. It's like a sanctuary for certain. It's not sketchy. It's just it's too culturally different from the rest of the state. It's becoming like an isolated little like petri dish of different people. And I think it's skewing the rest of the state because the rest of the state is very not that. People think it's a very progressive, welcoming place because of Portland. And then they get here anywhere but Portland, and then they're like, oh, it's not welcoming and progressive. Yeah, that's usually was my problem growing up, Caboose. What has me moving around such distances? Family. I'm kind of a nomad. I've never really my mom was part of a military family, so she moved around a lot. And my dad just wanted to get away from his family, so we just moved a lot. I've probably moved at least 5 or 6 times in my life. 7, 8, even. I'll probably be staying in Oregon for a bit. I won't be here my whole life. I definitely think I'll be leaving at some point. But money is probably the problem. I can't really afford much right now. If I had the money, I'd probably go to a different country. Keep up the hard work, Rumpelstiltskin. Oh no. I hope you're doing okay there. Yeah, we're just kind of building up contrast. The more contrast we can build, the better it's going to look. The tentacles are going to really pop as well as our peaks. Europe is expensive. It's probably not where I'd go. I'd honestly probably go to Canada right now. That's funny. If you guys are hanging out and you're not subbed, definitely feel free to drop a sub. Might wrap it up here in a bit. We're over the hour mark, but I did say it was going to be a bit of a longer stream. No worries. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll be probably be back on tomorrow, or I don't usually stream Sundays, but I'll be back Monday with a new design. So if you want to at least stop back on Monday, you'll get to see the next design. Everything starts as a sketch too, so it looks way different. It's kind of cool to see the sketch versus the final design. Generally around this time. This is my most productive hours because of my disability and pain. So yeah, generally it's like 4 or 5, between 4 to 6 my time. But you're Utah, so you'd be an hour ahead, so it'd be like 5 to 6, 5 to 7 ish. Between those hours is usually when you'll be on. But if you drop a sub, it should notify you. So either way, I appreciate you guys. Probably wrap it up here shortly. If you guys got any questions, drop them. And yeah, not much to say right now. My brain's going blank. Yeah, I really like this piece. I was afraid he was going to be too much like the Pyramids of Pain, but I really like him. I get that, man. I was never much of a note taker or a studier. I would pass the tests with flying colors and then just never do any of the assignments. I appreciate that, Rumpelstiltskin. But yeah, I think with that, if anyone has any last questions, feel free to drop them. But I think we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, no, I wish good days upon you as well, Caboose. But I'm sure you know it's just a lot of there's good days and bad days. It's you know you got both. But generally, I feel good in the mornings, so it's a nice time to get on and get stuff done. It's later in the day that I start to go downhill. So I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. I should be on tomorrow, maybe. I mean, just check tomorrow. I probably will be on. It might be a little bit later, just because it's Saturday and people tend to wake up a little later. We'll kind of play it by ear. It'll be kind of a bonus stream if we're on tomorrow. Only probably like half an hour as we finish this guy up. But then we will be back again in full force on Monday to do a new design. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I guess we'll have to stick around and see what I come up with. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys. Everyone have a good day. Have a good day, Grace. Have a good day, Caboose and Dead Inside. Chrissy and All Support, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my mods. And yeah, everyone have a good day.